welcome to my channel, Learn and Earn, to live your life on your own terms. To my channel, Learn and Earn Academy. And today in this video, we are going to talk about public interest litigation. What is PIL? Now, it's a legal tool which is available in the hands of people, the common man, to use it in public interest. So in this video, we are going to talk about what is PIL, what are the significant achievements of PIL, and how it is being misused by the very same common man. So in this video, we will talk about PIL. If you like this video, you can press the like button, you can share this video on social media, and you can also subscribe to my channel, Learn and Earn Academy. Please help us to spread education in this beautiful world. Now let us see what exactly is PIL. First, a quote by Martin Luther King. Injustice anywhere is threat to justice everywhere. Now what is a PIL? A PIL is a legal action initiated in a court for enforcement of public interest which their legal rights or liabilities are affected. So in simple words, I will make you understand this. PIL is a form of litigation which is available to the common people in the courts of law. So, if you feel that there is a public interest which is being harmed, there is a public interest which needs to be protected, you can file a case, you can file a litigation in Supreme Court and High Court, and you can fight for that public cause. Now, this will be at a very low cost, in fact, negligible cost. So, Article 32 of the Constitution contains provisions regarding the involvement of public in the judiciary. Now, how actually PIL came into picture? It was the efforts of Justice P.N. Bhagwati and Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer who were instrumental in bringing PIL to the public. Now, what are the objectives of PIL? Why is it that a requirement, a need was felt for a PIL? Now, obtaining justice for the people. Normally, people go in the courts for cases related to their individual interests. But what about the people? People at large, the common man, who will fight for his justice? So, this is one avenue, this is one tool in the hands of people who can get justice in the public interest. Voicing people's grievance through the legal process. So, if people are facing any problem such as pollution, construction of roads, infrastructure, school, hospitals, they can file a PIL and get justice from the court. A PIL can be filed in any high court or directly in the Supreme Court. The concept of PIL is in consonance with the principles enshrined in Article 39A of the Constitution. This article says to protect and deliver social justice with the help of law. Social justice means justice for the people, people of India. Now, what are some of the famous matters which have been referred and have got justice through PIL? And this is why PIL has such a great significance even today. Bonded labor reforms, neglected children, non-payment of minimum wages to workers and exploitation of casual workers, atrocities on women. These are some of the cases which have been dealt under PIL. Environmental pollution and disturbances of ecological balance, food adulteration, maintenance of heritage and culture. Why PIL? As I have already told you, It is an important instrument of social change for maintaining rule of law and accelerating the balance between law and justice. So, when there is a balance between law and justice, only then democracy can survive. It is for the welfare of every section of the society. It is not only the people who are rich and who are wealthy, but also for everyone, a poor man, a common man. It is beneficial for the developing country like India because there are still sections of the society who don't have their own voice, such as the poor and the underprivileged. They do not have their own voice, but on behalf of them, or when these sections of society come together, they can fight for their rights through PIL to combat the atrocities prevailing in the society. As I have already told you, there are many sections of the society which are still underprivileged. They are still facing atrocities. Now, PIL is a great source of relief for them, an opportunity for them to get justice for the atrocities which they are facing. Now, what are the benefits of PIL to a common man? It has helped millions of citizens to claim their rights against government overreach or private actions. Many a times, government might take a decision which may not be in public interest. For example, the government may increase the fees of the government schools, which many parents may not be able to pay. This case can be fought through a PIL because it's a public interest. The poor people may not be able to afford that much of fees for their children, and that is why they do the admission of their children in government schools. So if government themselves is increasing fees, that does not meet the public interest. So people can go and fight for this right in the Supreme Court or High Court. Now, vigilant citizens can find an inexpensive remedy because there is only a nominal rate of court fees. And this is why it is called public interest litigation. Since the matter is in public interest, there has to be, or there is in fact, a very low cost to file a PIL. Litigants can focus on larger public issues in the field of human rights, consumer welfare, and environment. Now, if there is a social group which feels that the human rights are being violated, consumer welfare is not being taken care, and the environment is being degraded, the social group can go to the Supreme Court and fight for the people's rights. Public participation in judicial review of administrative action is assured. Now, the reason PIL is in news these days is because it is being misused. It is being misused by the very same people for whom PIL came into existence as a tool of harassment because of frivolous cases can be filed without heavy court fee. So people who have vested interest, people who want to file and harass certain people or certain sections of the society, they can file PIL without any court fees. The judiciary has been criticized due to the overstepping of its jurisdiction. Most of the decisions which the Supreme Court or High Court takes is believed by many people that the judiciary is exceeding its jurisdiction. That means judiciary is taking certain decisions which only government can take and only government can make those laws. But Supreme Court has the power to direct the government, instruct the government, order the government to form a law if a PIL is filed in public interest. This is the power of PIL. It is being misused by the public by seeking publicity rather than supporting the public cause. And this is why PIL is being misused by many people. Political pressure groups who could not achieve their aims through administrative process may try to use PIL to file to further their aims and interest. Now, what are the concerns and challenges for PIL and how this legal tool can be protected for the common man? How the misuse can be stopped? The overuse and abuse of PIL can only make it ineffective. Yes, it will. Many a times PIL becomes personal interest litigation. So the public part becomes personal. And this is why PIL is getting a bad name. Politically sponsored cases are filed in the form of PIL. Some of the landmark PIL cases: Husainara Khatun versus State of Bihar. It is regarded as the first PIL case. Now you can go and study about these cases. Mostly this case dealt with under trials in Bihar who were in detention for long periods. Vishaka versus State of Rajasthan. It's a judgment which recognized sexual harassment against women in office premises at workplace. MC Mehta versus Union of India. The future of PIL. Now, this is something which I would like to talk about. The courts must be careful to see that the petitioner must be acting as a bona fide and not for personal gains. And I'm sure the court, in their best personal interest, can definitely judge whether the petitioner is filing the case in his personal interest or in public interest. Only then the Supreme Court should take any decision. The court should not allow its process to be abused by politicians and others to delay legitimate administrative action or to gain political objectives. The PIL activists should be responsible and accountable. It should not be used by all litigants as a substitute for ordinary ones or as a means to file frivolous complaints. So I'm sure in this video you have got a great insight to what is PIL and how it is affecting people's life. So if you like this video, you can press the like button, you can subscribe to my channel, and you can also share this video on social media. Please help us to spread education in this beautiful world. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon next to it. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.